Hi, today we are going to discuss about the strength and limitation of different research designs. You know, we have quantitative research design, qualitative research design, and mixed method research design. So, what are all the strengths of each research design and what are all the limitations of each research design? We are going to check now. So, first one, let's take quantitative research design. Initially, we need to understand what is quantitative research design. A research design that collects and analyzes numerical data. What is numerical data here? It can be both discrete and continuous data. When you are collecting numerical data through your research, it can be both discrete and continuous. That type of research is known as quantitative research design. And next one is qualitative research design. What is qualitative research design? The research design that collects and analyzes non-numerical data. Okay, what is this non-numerical data? We have two types of non-numerical data, right? One is ordinal data, one is nominal data. Both nominal data and ordinal data comes under qualitative research design. When you are doing a research and collecting only ordinal data and nominal data, then it becomes qualitative research design. And in mixed method research design, what do? You collect both qualitative data and quantitative data. So, in quantitative data, both discrete and continuous. In qualitative data, you collect nominal data and ordinal data. That comes under mixed method research design. We will now look into what is the strength and what is the limitation. So, first, what is the strength of quantitative research design? Okay, it has scientific strength. Scientifically, you can do lot of things when you have quantitative research design. What are the things you can do? First one is you can apply research method, advanced research methods in quantitative research design. Advanced research methods. Example, randomization. Through randomization, you can avoid selection bias, blinding. Through blinding, you can avoid reporting bias and also treatment bias. Through blocking, what is the importance of blocking? So, if there are two treatment arms, without blocking, there can be difference in the number of people in each treatment arm. For example, if you randomize 50 people in treatment A and you may randomize only 40 people in treatment B. To balance this, you use blocking. So, blocking is used. Blocking can be applied to this type of data. And stratification. Stratification means you are dividing a particular character of the patient into different treatment arms. For example, there are two treatment arms. One treatment arm may end up in more male patients and one treatment arm may end up in more female patients. To balance it, you use stratification. These type of advanced research method can be used in quantitative research design. Then coming to statistical methods. So, you can apply many statistical methods like descriptive measures like quantile, center, dispersion, shape, relationship. You can use in quantitative research design. In the same way, probability concept like distribution, normal distribution, all those things can be applied here. Inferential statistical method like estimation, standard error, confidence interval, hypothesis testing. These are the things you can apply on quantitative data or quantitative research methodology. One more advantage you have here is you can take large sample size. It is very easy to handle large sample size. And measurement of properties of instruments that can be evaluated, right? You can have more validity and reliability. Validity is accuracy. Reliability is consistency. The results can be, or when you are testing a device or an instrument, so the results will be more valid and more reliable in quantitative research design. Measurement of test performance like sensitivity, specificity and accuracy are possible in quantitative research design. These are all the advantages you have in quantitative research design. And coming to disadvantages, what are the disadvantages? You can say philosophical limitation. So, what I mean by philosophical limitation is homeopathy is full of concepts, right? There is similia concept. In the same way, you have drug dynamization, vital force, Kent's 12 observation. This is a long list of philosophical. There is a lot of philosophy behind homeopathic research. That philosophy you cannot apply in quantitative research. That is the biggest disadvantages here. That is, homeopathic concepts cannot be applied. That is the biggest disadvantage we have in quantitative research design. Next, we come to qualitative research design. Qualitative research design. So what is the strength of the qualitative research design? Homeopathic concepts can be applied here. So what are all those homeopathic concepts? These are all either nominal data or ordinal data, that is qualitative data. Principle of similia can be tested. Simple remedy, dilution, dynamization, vital force, disease classification, disease causation, miasms, individualization, Herring's loss of cure, Quantile observation, primary and secondary action of the drug, Genus Epidemicus, case taking, analysis and evaluation. These are all the qualitative parts of homeopathy. These are all the concepts of homeopathy. These are better tested in qualitative research than quantitative research. This is the advantage we have in qualitative research. So what are all the disadvantages we have? So whatever the advantages in quantitative research, those are the disadvantages, because we cannot do that. So scientific limitation, right? Advanced methods cannot be employed here. We have philosophical strength and scientific limitation. So what are all those scientific limitation? Advanced methods of research methodology cannot be used, like randomization, stratification, blocking cannot be used here. Advanced statistical methods cannot be used, like mean, median, mode, dispersion, probability concept, inferential methods. Those are all cannot be applied in this qualitative research design. Large sample is not possible. If you are taking a large sample and collecting lot of qualitative data, it will be very messy or difficult to organize it. That's the reason you stick with small sample. Large sample cannot be considered here. And measurement properties of instrument cannot be evaluated. What are all the measurement properties? Reliability and validity. Here you cannot implement reliability and validity of the test. And also measures of advanced performance cannot be tested here, like sensitivity, specificity and accuracy. Those are not possible in qualitative research type of design. These are all the limitations we have with this type of design. And next one is mixed method research design. What are all the strength? Whatever the strength you have seen in qualitative research and quantitative research, those are all the strengths. Okay, these are considered as strengths for mixed method research. Then what are all the disadvantages of mixed method research? You can see here there are some disadvantages of mixed method research. One is resource intensive, right? You need lot of resources when you have both qualitative and quantitative research combined. You need highly qualified people, you need experienced people, you need knowledgeable people, you need hardworking people for this, and passionate people, because the trial designs are so complex that they should have these kind of things. They should be competent and also they should be trained. This is one of the major disadvantages for mixed method research. Next one is time consuming. It takes a lot of time to do the mixed method research, and also budget intensive. You need lot of money to be spent on this type of research design. So each research design have its own strengths and its own limitations. Thank you.